Sometimes a disappearance doesn't feel like a mystery. It feels like a rupture, a moment where reality tears open and refuses to close again. On a cold February 2004, in a quiet stretch of road in New Hampshire, a young woman vanished. No scream, no confirmed witnesses, no psycho struggle that could explain what happened next. Just a crashed car, a dark road, an unanswered question that have echoed for more than 2 decades. Her name was Maura Murray, and what makes this case so unsettling is not only that she disappeared, but how easily the world moved on without knowing why. If you listen closely to this story, it's not just about a missing person. It is about pressure, about isolation, about systems that overlook warning signs, and about how quickly uncertainty becomes permanent. This is not a story told to shock. It is told to understand what happens in the moment before someone vanishes, because that's where the truth usually hides. Maura Murray was not running from the law. She was not living on the margins. She was a college student, intelligent, driver, and visibly struggling beneath expectation that few people notice in time. At the University of Massachusetts Amherst, Maura balanced academics, athletics, and work. On the surface, she appeared functional, responsible, capable, but the pressure has a way of distinguishing itself as normals. In the weeks before her disappearance, cracks began to form. A shoplifting incident, a car accident involving her father's vehicle, emotional distress that was acknowledged but not fully understood. Here's the first uncomfortable truth of this case. People often collapse quietly before they disappear loudly. Maura wasn't announcing a breakdown. She was internalizing one, and that matters. Because when we later ask, why would she leave? We are often asking the wrong question. The better question is, what weight was she carrying alone? On February 9, 2004, Maura emailed her professor. She claimed a family emergency and said she would be gone for a week. That email has been analyzed intellectually but rarely humanized. It wasn't traumatic, it wasn't emotional, it was practical. Which suggests something important. She didn't want attention, she wanted space. She withdrew money, exited her car, and drove north, not toward a confirmed destination, but toward absence. There was no hotel reservation, no current plan, just movement. And movement, in cases like this, is often mistaken for escape, but sometimes movement is simply an attempt to breathe. At approximately 7:27 p.m., Maura's car crashed on Route 112 in Haverhill, New Hampshire. The damage was minor, the location remote, the temperature freezing, and local residents stopped. A bus driver offered help, police were called, and within minutes, Maura Murray was gone. No confirmed sighting, no footprint leading clearly away, no blood, no phone activity, just absence. This is where the case becomes more than mysterious, it becomes disturbing. Because in modern society, people don't simply vanish without leaving a trail, especially not in populated areas, especially not adults, which forces us into the hardest part of this story. Every explanation feels incomplete. Over the years, theories have multiplied. She ran into the woods and succumbed to the elements. She accepted a ride from the wrong person. She started a new life. She met with foul play. Each theory sounds plausible until you examine it closely. If she fled into the woods, where is the evidence? If she accepted the ride, why no credible witness? If she planned to disappear, why leave behind essentials? If someone harmed her, how did they leave no trace? This is where analysis matters more than a speculation. And here's a critical reflection rarely emphasized. The absence of evidence does not equal evidence of absence, but it does expose investigative limitations. Search efforts were intense, yet fragmented. Early assumptions shaped later conclusion, and once uncertainty set in, it tended to self-perpetuate. Maura's case became a fixture in true crime culture, podcasts, forum, endless debate. But with attention came distortion. She was labeled, toppled, then unstable, then reckless, and that shift matters. Because when we simply victims into archetypes, we stop seeing them as people. Here's a necessary critique. True crime sometimes prioritizes mystery over humanity. Maura Murray was not a writer to be solved for entertainment. She was a person navigating emotional strain in a system that didn't slow down when she needed it to. And when she disappeared, the narrative often replaced understanding with judgment. For Maura's family, time didn't move forward. Every unanswered question became permanent. Every theory reopened wood. Every failed lead reignited hope and crushed it again. This is the hidden cause of disappearance. There is no closure, only endurance. And society is not building to support people who exist in limbo, which raises a sobering question. How many families are forced to live indefinitely inside uncertainty because a single moment was never fully understood? At its core, the Maura Murray case is not just about where she went. It is about how easily people under pressure can become invisible, how systems respond only after something irreversible happens, and how mystery often grows in the space where empathy should have existed earlier. Whether Maura's disappearance involved tragedy, misadventure, or something more sinister, one fact remains. She didn't vanish from nowhere. She vanished from a context we failed to fully examine it in time. Disappearance cases enter because they defy resolution, but they also challenge us to look closer, listen longer, and resist easily conclusion. Maura Murray's story is not a warning about danger alone. It is a warning about silence, pressure, and overlooked distress. And if this case is still unsettling you, it should. Remembering is the only justice. Goodbye. See you next crime.